everybody, and welcome back to Hash Time with Eitan. Today we have Nadav here. Nadav, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting.
And this is the second episode of Hash Time with Eitan, audio-only edition. The first episode was released yesterday, the day before, or the day of this recording. So go ahead and check that out. You're probably not going to see this until there's 8 videos on the YouTube page. You'll find out when there's about 8 videos on there. I'm gonna get 8 videos on there before I give it out to you guys, so you have a little bit of content to watch, you know. So thanks for tuning in today. If you are watching this, which I sure hope you are. If you are, thank you for coming over to the page and checking it out. And we're going to get right into it because today we're going to be rating and discussing me and Nadav's picks for the top 5 best restaurants that you can go to post-COVID-19 pandemic. So basically what we've done is we've created a list of our top 5 best restaurants, and what we're going to do is we're going to go through with you guys and tell the pros and cons, and a little bit of our stories and encounters with that restaurant, alright? So, getting right into it, Nadav, would you like to read the name of our first restaurant?
Our first restaurant is Rubios.
Rubios!
One and only food poisoning machine.
Okay, a little bit of background.
I hate that place.
Nadav, would you like to elaborate?
It's a death trap.
Okay, so Nadav got a severe case of food poisoning from Rubios a couple years back, and he still hates the place. Personally, I love it. I really love the tacos.
Why would they even give an option for lemonade if it tastes bad tacos?
Okay, so personally, I love it. There's so many different options, so many different choices. To be honest, you can't really go wrong with Rubios.
Yes, you can.
No, you cannot. Nadav,
How about you should try vomiting for 2 hours.
Okay, this is my side of the list. This is my addition to the list, alright? So Rubios, I always go there, and I always get a kid's meal, and kids meal, I'm telling you, you'll be like, oh, Eitan, kids meals for kids, and I am a kid. A kid's meal comes, and I always get an extra taco. So, my meal comes with 2 tacos, the original tacos. So, here's the key, though, is that the original tacos aren't actually on the menu. Actually, so, like, the regular kids meal is like a bean burrito, which is, like, trash over there. Just get, you have to, ask them. It's like a secret menu, kind of, the original taco, which they don't, it's not like a menu item anymore, because as you know, there's the new improved taco, but that has, salad in it. It's kind of weird. Anyway, so you get 2 tacos, a little cup of Mexican orange rice, your choice of a chips or miniature churro, and my favorite part, a kid's soft serve drink cup, which you can refill unlimited times. So the thing about Rubios is that while the tacos are great, soda's great. They have some special syrup to water ratio over there. But my part about that, take on that, is that so sometimes, as you know, the rice comes in a small cup, right? And it's a decent amount, right? Don't get me wrong, it's decently packed in there, but it's not enough to keep you through the whole meal. Especially the chips, which are really good, and they have really good salsa in the little salsa bar over there. But for me, you get 5 chips. It's not doing it. So what you can do is you can go up to the counter and ask for you can either ask for another bag of chips, or you can ask for another cup of rice. Here's the thing, though. Most times, they'll say sure and just give it to me. There's certain employees, though, that won't. So let me just lay it out for you in case you ever go and you need extra rice, right, for kids. It works better for me because I'm a adolescent. I feel like I use that word right, but I'm not sure. I'm a kid. So basically, what you want to look for, so you don't actually get more extra rice and extra chips. It's not on the menu. You have to pay extra to actually get that stuff, order it. But the key is that, so there'll be, make up scenario, there's this woman at the counter named Cassandra, okay? And I go up, right, and I see Cassandra's helping somebody else, okay? I'll wait until Cassandra's done taking that order. Don't even wait in the line. Just immediately go up to the counter. While this may be rude, it's worth it, trust me, okay? Go up, ask Cassandra for a bag of chips, cup of rice, whatever you want, okay? So Cassandra so in her brain, she's like, no, I'm not going to give you a cup of rice or a bag of chips because that's not company protocol. But here's the thing, though, is that she's eager to get to the next customer that she'll just be like, oh, kid, whatever, here, take some chips. The thing you want to avoid, though, is you go up, there's this, like, fresh, either in college or, like, high school kid who's doing a job to get extra, like, credits for his class, okay?
It sounds like, hi, my name's Bill, how can I help you today?
The guy's named Bill, employee of the month pin, okay? Uniform, pressed iron, he's ready to go, right? He's the embodiment of the company's golden employee. You go up to him, you're like, hey Bill, can I get some free rice?
My boy Bill.
Bill, my homie, could I get some rice? And he's like, no. He's like, yeah. He's like, hey Bill, can I get some rice? He's like, yeah, that'll be $3.50. What?
Excuse me?
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Excuse me?
I'm sorry, but I don't...
I'd like to let you know that I'm actually the manager.
Yeah, so I always prefer... Pardon my sexism here, but it works better on the females. The dog! Okay, I'm sorry, but I've just noticed that the female employees tend to give it to you more often. Don't know why, no comment further on it. I'm just saying, okay?
Okay, number 2.
Moving on, we have Sushi Hana.
So Sushi Hana is your average sushi restaurant, but a lot better.
I will agree with him.
So it has a lot of different sushi rolls, different meals, but mainly specialized in sushi as it is in the name. And so a really interesting thing about Sushi Hana is they have all these mints at the front counter.
And this big, like, crystal glass white
And
bowl.
every time you go to grab one, you already know that half of the workers there are giving you the stinky eye.
They're just, like, staring at you and your big hand goes in it. They're like tiny.
Yeah.
If you've gone to it with us, you know what I'm talking about. Most of the viewers of this will probably know what we're talking about. It's this bowl of tiny little mints, and whenever you stick your hand in there, grab out a big handful. You know, they always give you the stinky eye because it costs them, like, $2 in mints.
But so then, there's a bunch of different flavors, and what's actually interesting is you can pop like one or two in your mouth and it makes a new one.
Yeah, they have like apple, tangerine, strawberry.
So you could make a strawberry-arine.
Strawberry.
Or strapple.
Strapple flavored mint. Yeah, no, Sushi Hana all around is pretty good. One of the best things about it is they have that little dish of those chopstick helpers. And what the chopstick helpers is good for is, you
can literally use them to catch a fly out of midair.
If I put those things on, I go all Karate Kid, I can catch a fly out of midair with that. And one of the things about it is, so you clip them onto the end, and essentially what they do is they help you with their chopsticks. They're not basically like a chopstick tard over here, so that's especially helpful. Moving on, our number, these are not in order in any way, we're just going through the list, just in general, we'd say. But, the third one on the list, not in order again, is Panda Express.
Their chow mein is amazing.
Oh, the tales I could tell you about Panda Express.
Has more oil than,
okay.
Than an oil
obesity shop, whatever. But here's the thing about Panda Express that they don't tell you. Okay, this is like behind the scenes with Eitan and Nadav of Panda Express, okay? So, as you know, they have... what was that? As you know, they have fortune cookies. And these fortune cookies, I feel like they have really good ones compared to P.F. Chang's.
Yeah.
But their fortune cookies are really good. There's the problem, though, okay? Is that the fortune cookies... You only get one every person gets one with their meal, okay? Here's the thing, though. If you like chips and M&Ms, you can't just have one fortune cookie.
Exactly.
Ludicrous to just have one fortune cookie. So basically, what you can do is, to get more fortune cookies, of course, you can't just live on one fortune cookie.
Never.
So I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but in the back, next to the cash register, there is, at the location that's next to us, there's this big basket full of the fortune cookies. And whenever you check out, what the worker does is he takes one cookie and individually places it. Sometimes they'll give you two. Rare occasion, happened to me twice in my lifetime, but only two I've ever gotten the most. So what you have to do, right, is you kind of have to pull and
Build trust.
You have to build trust with your cashier and then deceive them, okay? So you'll be all friendly, you know, you could leave like you could leave a little tip or something, you could chat up with them, okay? And here's what you do, okay? So you'll be there, you'll be checking out, he'll give you your food, and he'll take, and you keep his eyes on his hands to see where the bucket is, because he moves around the cash register sometimes, the bucket of fortune cookies, alright? There's multiple different ways of going about this after you completed the first step, and I'm about to list them right now. The first option, a little more deceitful, but this is the most effective by far, is what you want to do is you want to completely remove him from the cash register in order to be able to access those sweet baked cookies with completely true and accurate fortunes inside.
You will buy new pants.
So yeah. So what you want to do is you'll say to him, he'll give you your order, and what you do is you look at the menu and find an item, okay? And go to say to him, hey, did you forget my sauce, my extra 2 packs of sauce? And he'll be like, no, I don't think that's on the menu. He'll be like, are you sure? And being the good Samaritan employee that Josh is, which is the name of your cashier, he'll go to the back or go to the front or go wherever they have the orders and check. Optimal time to take those fortune cookies. Hand in, stuff in your pocket. I mean, to be honest, if you're really feeling like sneaky that day, just take the whole basket. Just take the whole thing and hide it behind your back. Take the whole basket and run. But the worst part is if they catch you, it's a lot worse. But you know, of course, I mean, it's always worth it for the fortune cookies. Second way is, of course, to another way of this is you can ask them for a bag to put your meal in. They reach down, duck behind, grab the cookies, swipe them up. Last one is this is probably the easiest. This one's probably the easiest, is to pull the I have a friend at home, or this is for multiple people card. Say, hey, I'm taking this to a party and there's 30 kids there, so we're gonna have 30 fortune cookies.
Of course.
Of course! Here's $20 worth of fortune cookies.
Yeah, that's how you snag a couple of them. But moving on, for number 4, we have Domino's.
Domino's Pizza?
Yeah, Domino's Pizza.
You know, I really love Domino's Pizza, but, you know, one of the main reasons it made the list is because one of the main reasons it made the list, sorry.
There's this one funny moment.
Nadav's making a stupid face.
No,
one of the main reasons I love Domino's is because it's really wholesome. You know, when you walk into Domino's, you walk in, you smell the pizza, you smell the stuff. You know, it's really good. It's overall wholesome. The pizza's great. Not much to elaborate on. There's this one guy at our location. He's always there. I'm pretty sure he lives there at Domino's 24/7. His name's like Paul the Pizza Man, and he always sits there. He's always there when we order. You know, some of them have got to know us. Not that we order often, but when we do, he's always there. Right.
He's a real homie.
He's a real homie. Paul the Pizza
One
homie.
of the real ones.
He's one of the real ones. You know, and what's funny in my opinion is that they charge you for sauce, but not plates. So they'll charge you like $2 for a little cup of ranch, but you can take as many plates as you want. I vividly remember one time I asked for some ranch because I've gone to like ranch on my pizza. And I went, he's like, hey, could I get some ranch with that? He's like, yeah, that'll be $2. And I'm like, what? Money?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, I had my headphones in. I think you said $2 and not free.
I'm sorry. I only speak in free. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
No, sir, it's $2. I'm sorry, I don't speak wrong.
I'm sorry, I don't speak wrong. So he's like, no. The ranch costs money, and then I'm like, alright, or then he made money from plates, and he's like, no, their plates are free. So in front of this dude, I take a big stack. I take the whole stack of paper plates there.
So just make the.
I take the whole stack of paper plates there in front of his eyes. He's like, how many people are you eating? I'm like, that's for me to know and for you to not know. Ooh. And I took like $7 worth of plates because he wouldn't give me my ranch. Because he wouldn't give me my ranch dressing.
Yes, and finally on
Domino's redemption. And one of the things I like, even more about it is they offer a wide variety of drinks over there. And one of the things I find out the most about the drinks is that, so Coke has a sponsorship with Domino's and, as you know, most movie theaters. And as a result of that, a common combination is pizza and Coke. And what you end up doing is, like, pairing them more often. It's really good for the Coke Corporation because people start pairing pizza and Coca-Cola. And it's really good for business. Anyways, moving on to the last one. This might surprise some of you viewers out there. And while this one is not technically a restaurant, in my eyes it qualifies, and I'm sure in Nadav's it does as well. Nadav, would you like to introduce the name of the...
Costco Food Court.
Costco Food Court. I know
best slushies in the world.
I know what you're thinking. Okay, you're probably thinking, whoa, Eitan! Costco Food Court, the lowest quality food, and it's a food court. It's not even a whole-on restaurant. I know what you're thinking. Let me explain. Okay, the thing about the Costco Food Court is that, honestly, it feels like my second home. The Costco Food Court. When people ask me to think of home, I think of my house, Costco Food Court immediately. To be honest with you. Because it's magical what you can do there. So they have these wonderful churros that are like 2 feet long. And you can walk in and buy a 2 foot long cinnamon sugar churro for $2. That's my favorite menu item. Now, what's your favorite menu item at Costco Food Court?
Probably the churros.
The churros as well. What do you like about them?
Just the nice warm crunch. The cinnamon flavor, but I'd have to say also I really enjoy the smoothies.
The smoothies are good. They used to have a good smoothie recipe, but in recent years they changed it, and it really is a shame because it used to be really good. I'm not sure why they changed it, but one of the things that always bothered me a little bit is the fact that you can go up to them and ask for like a slice of pizza, which they have there, and they'll give you a slice of pizza in under 10 seconds, and it makes you question how fresh it is and the origins of said slice of pizza.
If they cook a bunch of them at the beginning, and they're like,
yeah.
Oh, is that what?
Do they cook like 100 slices of pizza and then have them like ready to go the second you ask for them? Is the cat like, hey, can I get yeah, here's pizza.
That will be your life savings.
I mean, is the cashier actually a witch or a demon and she can summon pizza with her magical wand that she hides on the counter?
Alakazoo, here's your pizza, but it ain't free.
Halakazoo, here is your pizza, but it isn't free. Yes, now pizza is steep, Domino's pizza is better, but I swear, like, literally, it's like they pull out their pocket. And it's very impressive, the customer service. And one of the, like, favorite parts of it is that you can ask for a soda cup. Never actually had one before, because I always have other drinks, but, one of the things you can do there is you can ask for a soda cup, which you have to pay a couple dollars for, but believe me, it's worth it, because they have the biggest industrial soda machine I have ever seen. And when I tell you big soda machine, I mean like there's 30 different sodas.
Soda machine.
This is like the size.
Like you see like
this is like 6 refrigerators stacked on top of each other.
You see things that you've like never seen before.
Oh my!
It's like, what is Fanta Total Tonic?
Exactly. There's the names. There's 30 different flavors. You have to walk a mile to go each between. And one of the things that I remember is this guy we were at getting a churro because we diligently shopped with our mother and father and did not complain, according to me. So we convinced him to go get us.
He has a very interesting perception of reality.
We went to go. We went to go get a churro while our mother put the groceries in the car. And so while we were waiting in the line, that is like squiggly line. I don't know why they made it that way. We see this. I'm not gonna say fat, but fat man, walking by us and with this ginormous cup. Okay. Like, when I say, like, ginormous cup, we're talking,
Bigger
like...
than a bowl.
We're talking, like, milk jug sort of cup here. Like, a big gulp, but, like, times 7. Okay, I'm not sure...
That's a big gulp.
A big gulp. I'm
You're gonna have to go gulp quite a few times.
I'm pretty sure he brought it from home and just paid double to be able to fill it up. But it is unlimited refills. So this guy walks over, right? He walks over to the soda machine, scours the aisle of it for like a minute until he's able to find the perfect soda, and he like starts filling up his cup and drinking it at the same time, and it's kind of disgusting because he had
but profitable
but disgusting and probably illegal because just imagine this. Okay, he has his cup and a big straw, like a 3-foot long straw, to go in his 2-foot tall cup,
and then just while they're trying to order, you just hear, hey, can I have a drink?
So he has his cup. So the cup is getting filled up by the soda, and he's drinking from the cup at the same time, creating a soda-to-mouth paradox, which allows him to get an infinite amount of soda, theoretically, and I'm pretty sure he could stand there for like 30 minutes before anybody got suspicious. Kind of weird. And
it is Costco.
Pretty sure illegal, but it's Costco, and anything goes at Costco. And it's interesting that, like, the things they do at Costco, like, it's funny because you could buy, like, anything from chairs to lawnmowers to TVs to computers to grapes over there.
To toilet paper and toilets.
My favorite part is the free sample section of Costco.
I once had lunch over there and didn't
literally you could just go lunch over there. There's so many different things. When you're kosher, it's a little hard to do it sometimes because you have to really, like, focus on, to, like, look at the box and stuff. But we were with our grandmother one time, and we went and we had the best garlic bread
in the world
I've ever had. It was probably frozen, probably a month old, sitting in the package, and they started sampling them because no one was buying them. But by God, it was the best garlic bread I've ever had. And honestly, it's a really good way to keep your customers entertained, right? Similar to what Panda Express does with their fortune cookies, right? You open your you want the fortune cookies because they have a fortune on the inside. And sometimes the fortunes are, like, really bad, and sometimes they're good, right? Like, Nadav got a fortune one time. He said...
It was something like, I think, the candle will never end for you.
The candle will never flicker out for you. Like, what does that even mean?
It's the 21st century. You don't even use candles.
I got moments like, you should buy a new pair of pants. I'm pretty sure, honestly...
They just probably have a random computer response.
No, those things are too weird to be generated by a computer. My opinion, they have this guy who they kidnapped a long time ago, innocent man ordering chow mein, kidnapped him, chained him to a table in the back room of the Panda Express with a ye-old typewriter, and has him all day in this dark room typing out fortunes and folding them and putting them into the cookies, a fortune cookie sweatshop. Right, and I really wonder who came up with the name for it, because it really is interesting to the idea of having your future foretold in a sugary biscuit. All right, and we were visiting our aunt and uncle in San Francisco, and we went to this one famous fortune cookie shop actually. And it was really incredible. We got to see how they were made, and these were made by hand. And we saw this guy do, like, 10,000 fortune cookies a day, folding them on this, like, special, like, bar, right? And these were, like, piping hot, right? His hands were, like, red because of the heat. And what's scary is that you think he must have lost feeling in his hands, because all of the, like, finger movement and the hot cookie dough and the hot, like, iron press that he puts them on and folds them, and they're all folded by hand. The best part is that sometimes he failed. Sometimes the cookie folder failed. And what they would do is he would have his cookies, the failed ones, put out into the sheet to cool, and then they would put them out for the people to sample in hopes that they would buy. Those fortune cookies were steep. I remember they were like 25 cents per cookie, Right, we still ended up buying some,
Yeah.
and they were the best fortune cookies I've had in a long time. And they came in different flavors. I can now officially say that I've had a strawberry fortune cookie.
Very interesting experience.
Very interesting experience, yeah. So that was our top 5 picks for restaurants. And we highly recommend you go post quarantine to go visit these restaurants,
yeah.
especially if you're in the area. And if you're not, there's a lot of good substitutes for these restaurants, right? There's a lot of good taco places, except for Rubios. But in our books, Rubios reign supreme. In my books, not Nadav's.
Your books are very much fiction.
My books are gold ink written.
Put in the fiction section.
Calves leather bound cover. Amazing, priceless books. Right, but we'd like to thank you for watching and tuning into this episode of Hash Time with Eitan. When you see this, there's probably going to be about 8 videos on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and like. We're going to try and grow this channel, so hopefully we can, have a lot of people watching it. It'd mean the world to me. If you like, you can turn on notifications to get a new notification whenever a video is posted. But we'd like to thank you for tuning into this second episode of Hash Time with Eitan. Nadav, thank you for coming out today.
Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for discussing the restaurants with me today. We'd like to thank you for watching. Have a good one and have a great day.